Hello everyone, welcome to the finale of the Terraria lightly modded playthrough. That's right, we are already at the end. Today, we're going to jump right into the Moon Lord really soon, but after that, we're going to also do Duke Fishron, so we can take care of all the bosses, and then we are also going to do the third tier of the Old One's army. The Moon Lord is really going to be the only one that we have the tutorial for, but stick around for the other stuff too. Hopefully, it'll go well, but as you can see, I have a little setup here for the easiest strategy to kill the Moon Lord with. I have a little casing here that will block the explosive attacks from the Moon Lord. And then right here, I have another little casing that I'm inside of, and then the house for the nurse. And I've also got a bewitching table and a sharpening station, both of these to make it a little more efficient. The bewitching table more so than the sharpening station because you don't need to use melee at all. What you do need is the Stardust Dragon Staff. Any modifier will work. All that really matters is that you have the nurse here, and the modifier just, again, it makes it faster. The equipment I will be using, let me swap all this out so I can show you. I'm going to have the Squire Shield. That's not necessary, so if you're in a game without Old One's army in it, you don't need that. I just, again, did that to make it a little bit faster, get some more minion damage. Celestial Stone, that's just a boost to every stat. I got the Fire Gauntlet in case I decide to be a little impatient and use the Solar Eruption just to speed it up a bit. Hercules Beetle, that will increase the damage of my minions and the knockback. Pygmy Necklace increases the number of minions I can get. And then Spore Sack is just one that I decided to equip just because there wasn't much else to do. I may actually swap that to the Charm of Myths, and that will allow me to regen a little faster. Sharpening Station, again, you don't need it. That's just for the Solar Eruption if you decide to use it. Bewitching Table, that'll speed this up. Honey, not necessary. I would recommend it, but it isn't necessary. Same thing for the Campfire and the Heart Lanterns. That's just to increase regen a bit. Since I do not have the Obsidian Shield equipped, I will grapple to the ground, just like that. And you want this casing right here to be a little bit small, and this should be good. It may need to be a tiny bit smaller, but this should be fine. And as you can see, I can reach the nurse right about here. So this is where I will stand. Or I may as well just get all the way over here. So, okay. Moon Lord has awoken. Really quickly again before we start. All you need is the nurse right here. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to do this so I can easily heal. And let me summon another one of these. All you need to do is when you start getting low on health, just click on the nurse, heal. That's it. You just do that over and over and over. And auto pause is not necessary. As you can see, I still made it a little bit bigger than it needs to be. But this will work just fine. As you can see, that goes through. The nurse heals herself perfectly fine and heals me perfectly fine. So I don't need to worry at all during this fight. So Eyes of Cthulhu will go through, I will heal. Second set will go through, I will heal. And you just keep doing this. Like I said, auto pause, not necessary. I'm just using it to show it makes it easier. If you're feeling really confident or you've done it a bunch of times and you're well practiced on it, it is not necessary to have auto pause on. It will make it faster without auto pause. This is just to show you just keep healing over and over. And as long as you have the money to keep healing, then you'll be perfectly fine. Now, again, if you start getting impatient, like me, Solar Eruption, you can use that and damage the eyes when they get exposed while you wait, and then just go back and heal again. So let me do that. So yeah, as you can see, it's not a hard fight at all when you use this strat. And yeah, this is a really good farming method for Moon Lord because the fight's super easy. And I put in some blocks in here. You can also just do, oh, here's a gravestone actually. That was from when I was testing to see how big I need to make this outer box. But don't worry about that. Probably should have gotten rid of it. But yeah, I made it a little big on my first attempt, but that's perfectly fine. I was planning on farming the pillars anyway, just to be sure I had enough fragments so I could make the post-game weapons for Fishron and the Old One's army. But there we go, we got 2 of the eyes taken care of. Now we do have 2 True Eyes of Cthulhu, so that's going to make it a little bit more difficult, but not by much. Now the core is open, so I can just stand here and do this, and then get in here, heal really fast. This is really when autopause makes a difference, because the True Eyes of Cthulhu will be doing a lot of damage to both you and the nurse, so you want to make sure that you've got it where you can heal as much as possible. And if you're like running low on money, like right at the end of the fight, I do recommend you have some greater healing potions on you. I believe the max healing potions, or whatever they're called, those are post Moon Lord, so you need to beat it at least once. But if you beat it once, go ahead and grab some of those. But you can see, like, my health, as long as I stay on top of it, keep an eye on it, I am going to be perfectly fine. Okay. And yeah, so Moon Lord, not really too hard. This may change in 1.4. You don't know. I don't know. Only the devs know. There we go, Moon Lord taken out. Easy. Final boss. Super easy. So I'm going to equip all of this stuff back. And let's see. Here I want that, and then I don't need you. I do need you and you. There we go. Moon Lord taken care of, just like that. And let's see what we got. So there we go. Technically, the series is over now, because I beat Moon Lord, but hey, and I got the trophy too. So we got the portal gun, as per usual. This is a thing that you always get, and I always forget you can't use like that, but there we go. Portal gun works just as intended. We got the Luminite, of course, Gravity Globe, Star Wrath, that's always exciting. Here we go. A little bit of an upgrade to the Star Fury. And Suspicious Looking Tentacle I want, because that will give us a new light pet. Creeper Egg, sorry for the wait. But there we go, see, that is such an easy fight. And once you actually beat Moon Lord, it's even easier, because then you can get better gear, better armor, and you really don't have to worry about taking as much damage anymore. So, because I farmed out the pillars, I have plenty of fragments to make stuff with. So let me grab those. Here they are. Yeah, you can see I've got plenty here. Solar fragments I've got a lot of. So, we're going to go down here to the Ancient Manipulator, and we are going to make some Luminite. Woohoo! Here it is. And there's the Lunar Hook. I don't know that I need that, but we're going to see how much Luminite we can get, because that is going to determine how well we do. So I can make Luminite arrows and bullets. Not going to do that, because I want to farm Moon Lord. But, let's see, Solar Fragment and Monolith I don't need. So, Solar Flare Helmet. It's going to be 8, plus 16 is 24, plus 12 is going to be 36. So I cannot make the Solar Armor yet. And, I mean, that goes for all the armor. But the Solar Flare Pickaxe, not too concerned about getting. Same thing for the Ham Axe. And as for all the other stuff, I believe they are all the same. That's going to be 8, 16, 12, I think, yep. So, yeah, all of this is going to be about the same. The wings, I do not know exactly what I'm missing to make them. I may just need some more Luminite, probably. Oh, no, they're just down here at the bottom. Okay. So I could make the wings. I don't think that's necessary. Celestial Sigil, though, I will make. That's going to cost 20 of each. And I believe if I scroll up here, or just go over here, actually, that'll be easier. See, that's going to be 10, 30, 45. So I can definitely make a Celestial Sigil. And I'm just going to farm that. That'll be time-lapse, though, and we will come down here, gather all of our Luminite. I'm just going to go here again, because when I record these videos, my computer lags way too much. And I think 2 of those is good to get what we need, because if we got 23 from that one, that'll get us, what, 60, and then, yeah, 69. Huh, funny. But here we go. Right back up here. The nurse will still be in her house because it is night, so we don't have to worry about that. And also, it's all pretty much sealed in, so that also helps out a bit. and dropping down here. So here we go. I'm going to grab this and this just to make sure that it's extended all the way. I'm going to grapple here. I'm going to turn back on auto pause because I'm not confident enough to not do so, and it'll be sped up, so it won't really matter for all of you anyway. But Celestial Sigil, we will throw that here because I do not want to accidentally click that, I realize. So here we go, Impending Doom approaches. And I will time-lapse this, and then we'll probably just go straight into Duke Fishron, because Fishron is really easy with summoner stuff. So there we are. 2 Moon Lords back to back, no problem. Hoping for VeinMiner for this, although the Star Wrath is pretty good. We're just going to have to see though. And we got the Lunar Flare. Again, if I were a mage in this, that would be better. I mean, it's a good weapon. Don't get me wrong. That is a very good weapon. However, it's not what I was looking for. I am good with Star Wrath though, if it comes down to using that for Old One's army. But what I'm going to do is actually, I should have done this before. Just make sure before you do this. Yeah, you can see I have 21 gold coins. Hopefully that'll be enough. I'm sure that'll be enough. But you want to make sure you've got plenty of gold, because if you run out of money in the middle of the fight, it's not good. So let me quickly get these buffs back, and I'm gonna hook here, and we are going to summon Moonlord once again. Now, at this point, I'm going to time lapse again, just because, I mean, you can only watch the fight so many times. And once we've done that, I'm going to take all the Illuminite I got, go down, make some solar armor, probably. Both, well, do I want solar or stardust? I'll think about that, because I definitely want my dragon to take care of most of the stuff. So I think I'll actually do stardust armor, and then maybe solar wings as a compromise, I don't know. But we'll figure it out when we get there. All I know, impending doom approaches, and I need to be ready for it. Okay, everyone, so I lost that last attempt. Just I decided to actually try to do some stuff, which, when doing that strategy, is not what you want to do. But yeah, I got a little overzealous in my attempts to speed up the fight. That's not what you want to do. Now we do, because of that, have just enough Luminite to make. What? I don't actually have enough Stardust fragments. So I could make Nebula, but we're not doing that. I guess because I don't have enough for the Stardust, because I need 10, 20, 15, so that's still 45. Because I made both the Stardust Dragon Staff and the Star Cell stuff. So here's what we're going to do instead. We are going to make, let me look. We will make the solar wings, I think. Yeah, we're going to do that. Here we go. And it looks extremely orange with that dye. That is probably not the best. You know what, we'll deal with it. It actually looks more like the sun now, so it's fine. Also going to look in here, and I can make, I might as well just do the solar armor, right? No, I actually spent all my Luminite on that. It's going to be 24, 36 again, so I can't actually do this. We might as well do that if we aren't going to get the other stuff. And I ran out. I'm such an idiot. Okay, how about this? I'm going to, I could have made the Stardust fragments. That's what I should have been doing, because that would have worked out. But again, it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. We're going to swap that. Actually, it's not how that works. Or actually, here I can do this. Swap those, and then swap those. Look at that. Now, let's just try it out a little bit, actually. So we are in Solar Flare armor. We can't really see it because I've got my Tiki armor and the Vanity. But here we go. Solar Flare armor. Let's see. Can I take a hit? Didn't even do any damage. It's pretty good. So yeah, Fishron is what we're doing now. And I think the Star Wrath should actually make it not a problem that I don't have the Solar Flare armor equipped during the fight. And let's see, Luminite, yes. No, actually, not Luminite. I already have one of you. I can throw this in here because I'm not too worried about that. I can throw this right here, and I'll keep that in my inventory. I'm not too worried about inventory space. Beetle armor in there, and you in there, and you in there. and then you in there, you in here, and over here I can throw in that, go up here, throw in that, and that. And then these two I could probably sell for a good bit of money. I'm not going to, because there's no need anymore. I'm going to summon my Stardust Dragon. Yeah, I should have really just gone ahead and made the 15 Stardust Fragments. That would have been the smart move. But hey, you can always hack them in, right? I'll let you decide if that was a joke or not. But we will Sharpening Station, and we will Bewitching Table. Now what we need to do is grab a fishing hook and head out to the ocean, and I will be back once I get there. Now, actually, really quickly before I cut, the Stardust Dragon, like you'll see, this fight is really quick, and so long as I know what I'm doing, I'll even just grab these to be absolutely sure that I can take this out, because I do not want to lose this, because that means I have to find another Truffle Worm. Truffle Worms are not fun to find. Okay everyone, here we are at the ocean. I just removed my little pillar of stone to get rid of the water candle, because I didn't really want anything spawning or anything having a chance of spawning. So we've got our Truffle Worm as our only bait. We're going to go ahead and make sure our Stardust Dragon is as long as it'll get. We're going to buff, and then we're going to fight Fishron as soon as it'll let us. There we go. Now, as for my melee weapon, I'm going to use the Star Wrath, but my summon is going to be the main dealer of damage in this fight. So, as long as I can circle, which is a prevalent theme in boss fights of this game, I should be good. Now, I'm actually going to do this a little bit differently, and I don't want to get Fishron enraged, actually. Yep, see, you can see that I did that there. Or actually, no, he's just in second phase. But yeah, I don't want Fishron enraged, so I'm going to have to stay in the ocean, which is a shame. I wish that you could leave the ocean and just travel across the world like you would with the Dungeon Guardian. But can I not? Oh, it's on the second layer. Let's see. I get 8 seconds until a heal. Hopefully I can survive that long. Nope. That was really close though. So, yeah, definitely Stardust Armor is a must. I think I'm going to just grind the Moon Lord for sure. Not gonna hack it in, don't worry. And if this is really loud, I'm sorry. I'll probably have put like a little headphone users be warned thing before all of this. But I'm going to farm the fragments and Moon Lord for sure. And I'm definitely not just going to go to a inventory editor to make my point. Don't regard the fact that I'm leaving this and stuff and oh, looks like the game crashed. That's a shame. Better fix that real quick. I'll be back, everyone. Hey everyone, I'm back. Yeah, I don't really know what happened there. The game crashed, but when it came back, you know, I had like legendary VeinMiner and like Star Wrath and all kinds of crazy stuff with all like the best modifiers they can get somehow. And for whatever reason, it just gave me like a bunch of stacks of 99 of all this stuff, which is kind of crazy. It's almost like the game didn't realize they can stack past 99. I know it's really odd, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Hey, look at that! We can make our armor now. That's exciting. Yeah, that's exciting. We're gonna make some Stardust armor. Here we go. There's that. There is that in the game. Look at that. It's actually running super smooth right now. It's not as fast as it is when I'm not recording, but still, like it's pretty good. We're going to get rid of the tiki stuff, and there we go. Set bonus, double tap down to direct our guardian to a location. Let's try that. Very cool. And if I do this, then I can summon it all the way, like that. And I do have this. Let me go up here and get that achievement for having that. Oh, yeah, cell phone. Forgot about that. Yep, we got that right there. Huh. It's exciting. I actually don't know if I can get the achievement. Okay, yeah, there we go. Got that. You know, with all the stuff the game gave us, it's kind of odd that it didn't give us the truffle worm also. But you know, that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I can go grab one of those. I'll just throw all this in here. Terrarian, I'll swap out for that. Yep, you can go in there now, and you can go over here. Okay, yeah. For those like that don't detect the extreme sarcasm in my voice, all that stuff was brought in via a external source. Those did not legitimately get dropped by the Moon Lord. None of this stuff got legitimately dropped by the Moon Lord, but it could, and that's really all that matters. All I did was save time, and I think that's perfectly valid. I'm going to throw stuff in here. I'm going to go get a truffle worm. See, I didn't bring one of those in. SDMG, don't think I need on me either. But we can throw all this stuff in here. We got Yaomir, which is exciting. We got the Terrarian, which is also exciting. I'm just listening to the sound of the cats bouncing around. Like, that's amazing. I'm gonna go down, get a truffle worm. Hopefully I'll be able to find one decently quickly. I actually don't want this to end up killing it. So, oh, yeah, that thing thinks it can kill me. Nope. It is nice having post-game weapons. Once again. So let's see, actually there's a glowing mushroom. I can go this way actually. I believe I have a route in place. Yeah, I just have to go through here. But yeah, it is nice. I did not get the Terrarian. As you saw, I got the achievement for it. Did not get my Terrarian in the other playthrough. But let's see. I believe it'll tell me if a truffle worm is nearby on here. And I should have kept my water candle on me, because that would have been nice to have. But we will swap these out. And see, it's full moon. It's nice. How did that do so much damage to me? I'm gonna keep an eye out in case it doesn't show up on there. I'm pretty sure it does, but just in case, I'm going to be sure to stay constantly watching for one. I actually don't know if it can even spawn here because it's such a small mushroom biome. Here's what I'm going to do actually. I'm just going to go to my big mushroom biome and raw Discord. No. Yeah, I'm not going to sheath that in because that is too good of an item. I'm going to go down to my actual big glowing mushroom biome, and I'm going to look for the truffle worm. And when I get probably just the one, but if I get more, I'll get more. And I'll get those, go to the ocean, and then I will be back. And hopefully with this, I will be able to take down Duke Fishron. Okay, everyone. So I've made it to the ocean biome once again. Since I have the Stardust armor, I'm going to try to do this without using any buffs. I wonder, can I do that? Not exactly. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Hey, there's a shark. It's exciting. If it goes off screen, I assume it... Oh, does it just stay with me? Oh. That may work out? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to try this. I got two. Took forever to get them, but gotta do what you gotta do for the videos. Come on, give me one. And I also had to go back to get the Star Wrath again, because I forgot to get it. So, I just had Meowmere on me, which isn't the best weapon against Duke Fishron, I would say. But, there we go. Already down to below half. Yeah, this is easy fight. Easy fight. Look at this. Will I take a hit? Probably. Yep, there we go. I took one. And I healed. Yeah, Fishron with post-moon lore weapons. Very easy. Can I get it? Just barely. Okay, so what did we get from Duke Fishron? We got the Shrimpy Truffle, okay, and we got the Razor Blade Typhoon. Now this is actually a pretty good weapon against the Moon Lord. If you're a mage. Again, I'm not playing as mage, so it's not the best for me, but it's still pretty good. Now, I definitely think, because, I mean, this loadout has always worked for me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in here. I think I actually want the Stardust Cell Staff, because that, let's see, well, that's 83, and that's 70, no, that's 108. So my options are I can use this. I'm doing Old One's Army with the Stardust Armor. I don't know if I want the Stardust Dragon Staff or the Stardust Cell Staff. I feel like the Dragon... I think I'm going to do this, because it's a horde attack kind of thing, and, I mean, if I'm going to be flying around, I don't need the Hermes Boots, right? So, going up here, should probably just take the Bewitching Station with me, but I'm not going to. I take that back, I'm going to, because I'm tired of flying here every time. And here we go. There's this. I'm going to just put those, or put the stations into the actual arena. I need to grab some Eternia Crystals, and once I've done that, I will be ready to go. So there they are. And we're going to go up here. There it is. Maybe we'll get it first try. I don't think we will, but we might. And let's see, I've got all my summons. Let's go. Well, we're not getting it first try. This is the same mistake I made in that other one. And why is that a thing that happens in this game? Whatever. Yeah, I don't have my actual things to fight the, like my staffs, ballista staff and stuff. And so, I'm not going to be able to use that. It didn't seem like it made too much of a difference in the first wave, but it's going to add up. I know. And apparently, oh, the Wyvern. The Wyvern damaged it. That's really nice. That's really nice. I love that they let normal Wyvern spawn during the event here. This is actually a really good weapon, because you can just do this back and forth and take out everything. And then with the star cells, they also take out everything. So let's see. Goblin, Bomber, or yeah, just regular Goblin, Bomber, Thrower, the weird Locust things, and I didn't see what the last one was because I was trying to remember what the Kobold was. Or Cobbled. Now, while I'm doing this, because this is going to be the end of the episode, maybe I might actually pull it off. Again, this is post-Moonlord gear, so I guess it is a little bit better than what they're expecting you to have at this point. But I'd still think they are giving us a lot of mana, so I don't know. But, again, hopefully it goes well. I'm not too concerned about, again, first few waves, but once I get to some of the mini-bosses that appear, it'll be a little bit of a problem. Now with Betsy, I'm going to have to switch to the Star Fury, or Star Wrath. I keep calling it Star Fury. It's not what it is. It is better. But, anyway, So, because we're getting close to the end of the episode, and this is just a pretty simple event, I want to talk about the next series we're going to do. So, after this super long episode, or I'm assuming it'll be super long, usually my episodes that I don't think will be super long end up being super long, and I'm not even seeing what any of these enemies are. If I think it'll be super long, it isn't, and if I don't, it is. So maybe it'll end up being short. My goal is to make it like, again, 20-minute episodes. That has not happened at all with the series. With the next one I'm going to do, it'll definitely be easier to manage how long I make it. But with this one, it's just kind of tough to judge what'll be left in and out. But got a dark mage in this one. Yeah, so our next series, I'm thinking, and this isn't final yet, but I'm thinking that we will do a Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke, which, you know, it's pretty fun. It'll be my first Nuzlocke, and it'll also be my first randomizer, so I'm going to put two of those together and make something fun. And this, so far, as an event, has just been a complete joke with post-Moon Lord gear. Again, I don't know what it is. I think I'm just rushing too quickly speaking. I should slow down and think about what I'm about to say before I say it. But this is going pretty well. Hopefully it'll keep going that way. I mean, we've only got 3 waves left, so it can't go too terribly right. Famous last words. But we've got an ogre in this one. This is the mini boss of the second tier. The dark caster from the last one was the mini boss of the first tier. But when the ogre spawns, we'll be able to see its health bar, see how much damage we're doing to it. There we go. Let me just do that and do that. I think this could actually end up being a little bit of a problem. So, hey, that's good. I want to see something a bit challenging here. But, oh, I should have been a bit more careful there. But I'm in the air, so it's completely fine. And that's the wave. Man. Oh, yeah, I need to stay off the ground. Wyvern, why? Okay, look. I'm sure all of you that have Old One's Army, or if you play Terraria and you have Old One's Army on your platform, I'm sure all of you know the pain of dealing with wyverns during this event. They're not fun. They really aren't. There's no debating. And then the Etherean wyverns, they really aren't too terrible to deal with, in comparison at least. But yeah, this is going decently. I need to get up here so I can actually pay attention to the ogre. Yeah, this one I may lose it, because there's a lot of stuff going on that I'm not paying attention to because I don't have any of these staffs. But let's see if I can maybe get something going here. I'm running kind of low on health, and so is the crystal. So let me do this. Yeah, I definitely should remember to get the staff. And they just all got healed. That is not cool. Not cool, game. Okay, well, we didn't win that one. Oh, hey there, Betsy. Hey there, Betsy. What's going on? Maybe don't do that, please. That was not what I expected. So that, I'm not going to lie, that went a whole lot better than I thought it would. Like, I was expecting just immediately to lose. But we are going to grab the nurse here. After doing this, I'm going to shop. And, of course, the ballista staff. You know me, I always go for the ballista ones. Critical strike, I really wish that the Moon Lord would drop money. But it doesn't. So let's see, can I reforge this? That's a no. That is a big no. But it's better than what I had before. So I will take it. And let's do round 2. With the way that last one went, I'm thinking this will go pretty well. I should have probably left those, but it's fine. As per usual, putting it on the left side so I can focus more like this. Again, these first few waves, I didn't think they would be that easy, but they really were. But yeah, so as for going forward, the video formats and stuff, I'm going to do my best to stick to the whole 20-minute episodes thing, because these have been all over the place. I think I had one that was like 17 minutes. I had one that was over an hour. So I'm going to try to keep it a bit more within like 2 or 3 minutes of the 20-minute mark, because that is just, I mean, my goal. And with a Pokemon game, or really any RPG, although I guess you could argue Terraria is a RPG, but with any game in that format, it really isn't too terrible trying to actually do like a certain time frame of playing, because there's not really much to cut out. I mean, unless you're just sitting and grinding for experience, there's not really much to cut out, because it's all either story driven or gameplay driven, and the gameplay you won't really cut out much of, and the story you really shouldn't cut out any of. So yeah, this is going pretty well. So those will definitely be more true to the whole 20-minute thing. Could be using the Terrarian or Terrarian. I just realized. So I call the game Terraria, and apparently that's the wrong way of saying it, but I'm just gonna keep saying it like that. But I call the actual yo-yo the Terrarian most of the time. Sometimes I do say Terrarian, but thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, back to talking about format stuff. It's gonna be, I'm just all over the place in this. This is the final episode of the series. I think we are entitled to have a little bit of fun with it, especially since it's, again, first series, and that was also my main reasoning behind actually like hacking in some of the items like the Illuminite and fragments and stuff, just because, you know, it's the last episode and we might as well just see everything that this game has to offer, or that we can do. I'm not moving my clock forward, okay? This isn't Animal Crossing. I'm not waiting for Mr. Tom Nook the Goblin down over there in the housing to steal all my money. Not fast forwarding the clock. But if we were to do that, we would get to see the Frost Moon and Pumpkin Moon. They really aren't too necessary to this game, I don't think, or to the playthrough, I don't think. They are fun events. From what I know, I've never really played at a time where I can actually do them, but whatever. Defender medals, though, I'm at a good number. I'm at 29. Don't know how many I got in the last round, but probably a lot, considering I got to the last wave pretty much. But we are going to do this right here. Anyway, again, all over the place. 20-minute videos, and then the finale is going to be a bit longer. Anywhere from, I don't know, half an hour to an hour, maybe 2 hours if I'm really feeling crazy about it. This one was intended to kind of stand out among the others, but I don't think it's going to end up doing so, because the Moon Lord fights didn't really take up much time. Fishron fights didn't take up any time at all, and this is like just my second attempt of it, and I'm feeling a lot more confident on this one than last one, so I'm thinking it'll go well. Anyway, so there's Ogre, there's the stuff. 2 rounds left. Wave 6 is where, well, we didn't die, but we lost last time. We made it to Wave 7, but it didn't count it. But 2 over there, and 1 over here. It is going to be as even as I can make it in this one. I don't know what that was, but I'm glad it's gone. It was a harpy. Okay. That's fine. And, oh, I do not have all my summons, actually. Forgot to reactivate my summoner stuff. that's perfectly okay. I've got enough here, and with all my other summons, it'll be fine, I think. I do want to make sure that I take out the ogre, and I think I'll be good doing it like I am. And I did get hit by that. Again, as long as I stay off the ground. The little sticky, what is it, used? The debuff won't do anything problematic as long as I stay. Okay, look. I'm not going to rant about the wyvern. I'm not going to rant about the wyvern. Not going to rant about the wyvern. Anyway, last round. We've got 20 seconds to prepare. I'm hoping I'll be able to do this, and I really wish I could just glide along the ground. But there's one. I should have... Oh, you know what I can do, actually. Perfect. Now I have a stationary minion right there. Let's see. Betsy... There we go. One right there in the middle. Okay. Now, this is where things are going to be tough. Because Betsy is going to make things a whole lot more difficult than they would be otherwise. And now all of my star cells are going to be focused on the dragon right here. And the Eternia Crystal is going to be losing a lot of health. So I'm going to have to do this fast. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. As long as I know the ancient Terraria technique that is going around in circles, I should hopefully be fine. That Eternia Crystal is making me a bit worried, though, on its health. Betsy is running down, and the Star Wrath is doing enough damage, I think, like to the actual ground enemies. Betsy's also doing a lot to me, so I don't know, especially when I do that, if I'll be able to do it. I am one hit away from death. Okay, Betsy's dead. Now I've just got to bask in the glory that is actually having done this. I thought that another one was going to spawn. I honestly thought that another one would spawn there. Whew, okay. That was a thing that happened. This series can officially be called over. This is a developer item. Very exciting. And we got a sluggish Betsy's Wrath. Well, I guess that is fair. We got Betsy's Wrath making us get a good weapon, but a little bit of post-death revenge from Betsy, giving us a bad modifier for using ridiculous post-Moonlord weapons. Now, I think that's it, really. Maybe I can go down here, swap these out because I'm not too worried about that anymore. Go down here, talk to our guy right there. Anyone see where the Dryad went? Yes, right there. But there we go. We took care of this. And, I mean, I can buy some of this stuff, but not too worried about it. I think, yeah, I don't really know what all of these do, but this is some pretty good stuff, actually. Yeah, I like it. I didn't even look at how much damage that did. Yeah, that's a lot. That is quite a nice bit of damage. But, everyone, this has been not just the episode. This has been not just a series. This has been the very first series on the channel complete. We have completed our first series of Terraria. And next time you see me, we're going to be in a completely different world, made by a different company, made for a different system. And we are going to be doing a little bit different stuff with a little bit of a different cast. Well, I mean, it's still just going to be me, but the characters in the game, they'll be different. But still, it's going to be the channel and still my subpar commentary. And that's really what you're here for, isn't it? My subpar commentary. But I hope you all enjoyed. This has been a really fun series to make. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed learning more about this game than I knew before. Still a warning there for the truffle worm I've got. But this has been a blast to make. First series for me on YouTube. And definitely will not be the last. I will see all of you next time.